What's up, my homies? Home Guy here. So today I'm coming at you guys with a video about an element, and this element is helium. So basically, I'm doing this for a school project, like my last video on Fahrenheit 451. Didn't get a whole bunch of views on this one, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna get a bunch of views on this. So it's a school project, and I'm just trying to get out videos for you guys, even though I have a bunch of stuff going on like football and a bunch of other stuff like sports and school, and it's just so much stuff. So just hope you guys enjoy this video. I worked pretty hard on it, and enjoy. So what I'm basically going to be doing is reviewing an article on discovermagazine.com, and that's kind of just like a science-y type magazine. So, it's an article, and its name is Nobel Prize Winner Warns World We're Running Out of Helium. So, if you guys want to go and check it out and read the article, I'm going to put a link down in the description, and it would be awesome if you guys decided to go and read it after watching this video. So, just a little bit of a before fact. So, the United States currently holds around half of the world's helium supply. And that's pretty cool. I guess we have a lot of helium, maybe just because we throw a lot of parties because we're rich. And that's awesome. The problem with that, though, is that we're selling it for really cheap. So we know that we've been running out of helium for a while, and we just started stockpiling it in a place called Amarillo, Texas in 1925, in part for dirigible use. And we stepped up the reserves in like around the 1960s as a Cold War asset. Oh wait, you guys don't know what dirigible means. Here, I can tell you guys what dirigible means, no problem. Wait, what does it mean? Producers, just raising my hand over here. What does dirigible mean? No? Oh yeah. I don't have producers. That's right, I do this all by myself. Oh, yeah. I can still find it for you guys though. I mean, I'm pretty tech savvy. I mean, you probably figured that out because I have a YouTube channel. So, I will be right back. Just give me a couple seconds. I'm tired. Okay. Oh, cool. It's right there. I can just click on it. It's almost like I searched this up before. Okay. So, dirigible, adjective. Capable of being steered, guided, or directed. A dirigible spotlight.
Dirigible.
Wait, what? What? Here.
Dirigible.
Dirigible. Dirigible. Okay.
Dirigible.
I guess we're going with that now. Dirigible. Adjective. Capable of being steered, guided, or directed.
Dirigible.
Spotlight. Yay.
Dirigible.
Oh my gosh, what? Whatever. But anyways, then in 1996, Congress decided to pass something called the Helium Privatization Act, which basically told everyone in the United States to sell the helium at like really low prices to get rid of the stockpile by 2015. I mean, I don't know if it was taking up a bunch of space, because you could just really compress that, because, gas doesn't have a specific volume, and you can just compress it into a really small space and make a black hole, and then it can suck in the rest of the helium. That would just be great, Right? Nobody else? Okay, just me. Well, yet again. Okay. Well, anyways, February of 2010, I guess, the National Research Council published a report estimating that given increasing consumption, the world may run out of helium in like 34 years. And that's pretty bad news given helium's current applications in like science, technology, and of course, party decorations. Because, I mean, give kids balloons filled with helium that they can suck back in and lose brain cells. Yeah. But there are also possible future applications in stuff like fusion energy. But now, physicist Robert Richardson, who I guess won the 1996 Nobel Prize for working using helium-3 to make, like, superfluids. I don't think you know what that is. Just check it out, they're pretty cool. Has come forward to stress the folly of understanding our supply of the natural resource. So he suggested in, like, several interviews and a bunch of stuff that the gas's price should mirror its, like, actual demand and scarcity. So he kind of estimated that the typical party balloon, just wait for this, should cost $100 a pop. Well, I'm just gonna blow that up with, the carbon dioxide that I breathe out of my mouth, and, not spend $100 on a balloon for a child that's going to lose it. And I feel that you should too. But what do I know? I'm just some dumb YouTuber. The problem, though, is that if we don't heed Dr. Richardson's warning, I don't know if he's a doctor, just, if you're going to win a Nobel Prize, I'm just going to assume that you're a doctor. We should just give him, like, a doctor diploma. But anyways, if we don't heed a Dr. Richardson's warning, we're going to have to find, like, helium from other sources when us in the US run out of helium. So the first one is air, and wait, what the heck? There's like this, like, black bar blocking air. Here, I'll pull up a picture. Okay. What? Here, I'll try resetting the page. Click. Okay, that worked. Okay. But anyways, the current U.S. helium supply was formed from many years worth of radioactive decay and, like, occurred near some uranium and thorium deposits and maybe some plutonium because, those things are radioactive and they can bond the hydrogens together to form helium. That's just saying it in simple terms. And though it's possible to separate helium out of the air, Richardson, like, warned that it will cost a lot more because that's really true. And here I'll read a quote from him that he told the New Scientist. So what he says is, "There's no chemical means to make helium. The supplies we have on Earth comes from radioactive alpha decay in rocks. Right now, it is not commercially viable to recover helium from the air, so we have to rely on extracting it from rocks. But if we do run out altogether, we will have to recover helium from the air, and it will cost 10,000 times what it does today." And that's from the New Scientist. So the second way that we could get helium is from other countries. So what happens when we sell off all our helium and we can't blow any little kids' balloons up anymore? Well, I have a very good idea. Let's just not blow up children's balloons and just use it for actual useful purposes. No, you have to use it for children's balloons because, they're just going to let go of them and they're just going to fly off into the sky. Like birds without wings. Rubber birds on strings without wings. It's beautiful. Just picture it in your mind. But anyways, that means that we might have to, like, import it later, and the competition can be fierce. Because we already import so much stuff from China, and with China's and India's developing science and tech industries, we might also, like, have to fight them, because fight China for all the imports. But they might want a piece of that helium pie. I'm sorry. I'm actually really sorry about that one. In the paper, they stated it like that, and I just had to keep it. I'm sorry. Just unsubscribe or something. But don't actually unsubscribe. Just keep watching the video. So finally, we could tap. Wait for it. This is my favorite one. Very smart. We could tap other planets. Yeah. He actually said that. We need to just spend millions and billions of dollars to go up to Uranus or Neptune and just tap their helium-rich, awesome atmospheres and just, wipe them out with our amazing rockets so that we can fill more children's balloons. Because that's a really good idea. Really good. I mean, sure, we haven't been to Neptune, but, why not go so that we can the helium? Yeah. But yeah, seriously though, well, yeah. So, like, another place where helium occurs naturally, because, helium occurs on our planet, so it occurs on other planets too. But anyways, like the gas balls that we call stars. So we're thinking that solar winds from our sun may have deposited some helium-3 on the moon's surface. But if we use that up too, we could look a little further, like to the end of our solar system. Let's say, like Uranus and Neptune, which have helium-rich atmospheres. And with that, we're guessing that the party balloon prices will suffer accordingly. Like really badly. So I'm gonna read you guys another quote. This one is not from the Doctor, and not like the Doctor Who, but Dr. Richardson. This one's not from him. This is just from Wired, which is like a paper. Just look it up or something. But this is a quote from that. So, the moon is the El Dorado of helium-3, says futurist Marcel Savage, and he's right. Every star, including our sun, emits helium constantly. Implanted in the lunar soil by the solar wind, the all-important gas can be found on the moon by the bucketful. Associate Professor Tim Swindle and his colleagues at the Lunar and Planetary Laboratory at University of Arizona have already begun prospecting. Swindle has mapped likely helium-3 deposits on the moon, mapped by charting the parts of the lunar landscape mostly exposed to solar wind against the locations of mineral deposits that best trap the element. And this is from Wired, the paper. I think they're wiring me money. Hey, that's a bad pun. Sorry. So, if you guys want to hear my input on the subject, which you may not, even though I'm an awesome reviewer, and you guys should just, look at all my videos, including the Clash Royale ones. My input is, I agree with everything, except for the other planets part, until we go into the space age. When we go into some space age that we're exploring other galaxies and stuff like that, and the Voyager one is not, like, one of the only things to ever make a Pluto flyby, I think that that's possible. But for right now, just nuke that. And not, like, nuke Mars so that it might be habitable, but, just nuke that idea. The other two things, though, I thought that the problem with that is that it is really hard to separate elements. Because even though helium isn't that reactive, you still have to take it out of the air, and the helium will rise up very high in our atmospheres because it's a very non-dense and just lightweight atom. And I just think that would be really hard to separate it. And the other countries part, well, we import stuff from China, like, on a secondly basis. I mean, I mean, just look at, like, anything. I mean, I'm surprised our children aren't made in China, because, there are a lot of children in China. Sorry for that stereotype, but, they have, like, over 1 billion people in China. That's kind of crazy to think about. I really hope that this does not affect my grade. Sorry, Leo, sorry. I'm sorry. Probably should just take that out of the video, but that's not happening. But I think that we really do need to, conserve helium and not blow up so many children's balloons. And we should just use it for an actual useful purpose. I mean, like, it wasn't a useful purpose to put it in the Hindenburg just so that the Hindenburg would crash. We should use helium instead of hydrogen. Because hydrogen, even though we didn't know it at the time, is very reactive and combustible. But you know, I guess we learn. We learn through people dying and blimps crashing. So I just think that you just don't buy helium and just let us use it for medical and fusion reasons. Because your kids don't need helium balloons. Trust me, it's just way more fun when the balloon stays on the ground. But anyways, guys, let's see if for this extra I can use like the helium voice, because that's one of the very useful parts of helium. Probably the most useful is the helium voice. But anyways, guys, remember to learn about everything and go and read that article. I had the link in the description. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and smash that like button. And as always, peace out.